Hi.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Golden State Warriors. And a nice roll continuing right now for Golden State. They continue to pile up the wins, only one loss in
assembled at BMO Harris Bradley Center looking for a Bucks victory here in Milwaukee. And we've got it right here for you on 2K Sports. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Spurs. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
Now Golden State's starting five. Barnes and Green of the forward set. Iguodala out there with G. And it's Spates in at the center position. And it's G finishing it off.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this stuff.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fumble.
The offensive rebound, the kick out to Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Offline with his three. And it's the Warriors' ball. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And the slam dunk by Spates.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him.
And it's good.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Here's Torres. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. 6 points for Freak. The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And he gets it to go.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
The quick look, no good that time.
Well, that defense went from 4 to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Now, here's Clarkson. 10 points last game. That's good.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
G kicks to Iguodala. The pass to Spates. Over in the corner, Barnes. Here's Torres. Again, Golden State.
So that's a terrific set that they just ran.
The Bucks trail. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, there's the three. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 5.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Iguodala dishes to G. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Kicks to G. And he lays it straight in. He's got 13.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Now here's Carter Williams. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Parker. Parker with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that one's good by G.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
To the paint, here's Parker, and a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Parker's got his first 2 points.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Bucks trail by 5. Outside Mayo. Now the feed to Zeller. Bucks passing it around. Shoots a 3. Excellent D there from Torres. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The rebound by the Bucks. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, in this game, to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Well, if I was being diplomatic about it, they were a little too aggressive. I mean, in reality, they took far too many fouls, and because of that, they had to go to their bench earlier than they wanted to.
And so here is Golden State following the 3 by Milwaukee. Shot's good for Seraphin.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game. They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Here's G. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Right at the free throw line. Rebound by Parker.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Poked away. Now here's Carter Williams. Defense right on him. It's deflected. So far, it's been a close lead. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Chris Middleton is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Lucas, and it's Ferguson in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Milwaukee in the lead. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns was superb. He ended up with 65 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Here's Forte. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And we can talk all we want about their passing, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. Number 1, Steph Curry. 4th, Freak.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan. With the numbers this group puts up from deep, I think it should be plan A to have them stroking it from 3.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Payne, and it's Harrison Barnes in for Brown.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
It's been brutal in terms of the physicality down low.
Green against Parker. Green, the pass to Torres. From down in the low post, it goes. G's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
.127 left now here in the second. Pass to Barnes. Out left to the wing. Pulls up from the corner. And again, the basket from Torres. G's got 22 points. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
But they'll get another chance. Zeller. And another shot. And scoring with the play inside is Parker. Parker's got his second basket of the night.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin. Over the last 10, looking at the Warriors, here's how they compare to the rest of the league. First in shooting percentage, and they're also #1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
The Warriors shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Green kicks to G. Dishes to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. And again, another one in from Torres. G's got 11 points in the quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. For Milwaukee, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And typically, a strength of theirs.
And a pretty tightly kept.
Okay, good job battling them out there. Let's talk about some crucial areas from the first half. These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play. On a good note, our passing has been very smooth. You've set each other up with some really nice assists. That's strong team basketball. Let's keep it up. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for G. He's got 27 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Barnes and Green are the forward set. G is out there with Iguodala, and it's Spates in at the 5. The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
2 shots.
Free throw good. Clarkson. And both free throws good for Clarkson. The Warriors trail. Green dishes to G. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered by Iguodala. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. That's good. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And that one's good. Barnes.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
And this game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second one.
Here's G. He's covered by Clarkson, and G with the stop.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all. You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Clarkson. The Bucks working the ball around. Screened by Lucas. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
And here comes the break. The 11-footer. Here's Ferguson. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. 14 points for him.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
Lets it go from the wing. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by G. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Throws down off the coast-to-coast drive.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
And that one's good.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. That's good. G's got 38 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
To the paint. Shot's good by Middleton.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
While we have the chance, we'd like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. Number 5, the Warriors.
Now, they've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
Seraphin laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Seraphin's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
This is it to Zeller. Takes it from 10. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Zeller's got the game. The Warriors have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the 3rd. From the line, whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 1st in scoring, 2nd in free throw percentage, and he's right there among the most efficient scorers in our league. 3rd overall in field goal percentage.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Milwaukee with the rebound.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
No one near Mayo as he lets it go. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Constantine. Carter Williams covering. Here's Torres. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. G's got 41.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
He feeds it to Seraphin. Here's G. Carter Williams covering. It's stolen by Mayo. Here's Forte, and there are the Bucks with another bucket. We've got 28 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Feeds to G from deep 3-point range. Milwaukee with the rebound. Zeller's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Right wing. Lets it go with the 3. Payne grabs the board. Here's G. And no good trying to get that one.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks dancers.
And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Warriors trail by 4. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Lucas. And it's Ferguson in at the 5. Rome in the paint. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Buck shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Clarkson passes to Middleton. Hits the 3-point bomb. Middleton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Iguodala kicks to G, and he gets it to go. G's got 45 points.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Here's Lucas, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Lucas.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Here's Torres.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
And that was Beal bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And he gets it to go.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
We got to be more physical on defense.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I got a chance to hear what head coach of the Bucks said to his team as this game approaches its finale. The outcome's still undecided. He's told them, we're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win. Guys?
All right, Doris, thanks. Spates checked in for the Warriors.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Warriors have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And G with the stop.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have been.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Clarkson. They get it back.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
to take the lead. Again, Golden State.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Ferguson, and it's put down hard with both hands.
How about that fantastic finish? Impressive move, too.
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Iguodala outside. The dish to Spates. 6 to shoot. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And stolen by Spates. And now Iguodala running the floor all by himself. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
Ball's not loose. And it's the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running. That's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assist. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Bucks trail by 7. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Middleton can't get it to go.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's G. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Torres. Off target. That was a little heat check. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
From 7. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. G's got 56 points in the game.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. Lucas, soft touch off the glass. Lucas has got 6 here in this quarter.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
The 8-footer. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. G's got 58.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook, really, when you look at how they're playing. They are having their way down low.
Middleton outside. He kicks it to Clarkson. Here's Ferguson. Sinks that one from the post.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
16 feet away, and that one comes up a bit short.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Clarkson kicks to Middleton, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Warriors leading by 5. Deflects the pass. Here's Torres. That one goes. Covered. G's got 60.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Lucas. Spates with the block. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
You better listen more.
Here's Middleton. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. They get a handoff. Stolen by Middleton. The shot is off. And Golden State will come the other way. Here's G. A step-back shot here. That one wide left.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And there's the pass to Middleton. Antetokounmpo dishes to Clarkson. Offline with his three. Iguodala kicks to G for the three. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala.
And the fans already heading for the exits. Clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd show.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith,
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We are honored to have you with us for our special presentation of the NBA on this Martin Luther King holiday. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. And a nice roll continuing right now for Golden State. They lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And today we honor the one and only Martin Luther King Jr., a man who stood for the peace, unity, and equality of all people. It's a great day, Shaq.
This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, this team is really homed in on wanting to play its best basketball prior to the All-Star break. They want to have some positive momentum going into that break. And the way they're playing, they're going to have it.
Definitely. You don't want to go into the All-Star break feeling bad about yourselves as a team. And you don't have to worry about that because they're looking great.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Barnes and Green of the forward set. Iguodala out there with G. And it's Spates in at the center, locking down the middle. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Houston.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Love with a wide open look. Gets an open look and hits.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kev, I caught up with Coach David Black. He told me he's a fan of Andre Iguodala, especially the way he's developed his outside shot. He said that was one weakness. He could do everything else, pass, handle, and finish. And boy, what a defender. But now that he's developed that jump shot, there are really no weaknesses in his game. Guys, that makes it awfully tough to deal with a guy who can impact the game in that many ways. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Right with the double team. G dishes to Green. Pass to Spates. Kicks it to Iguodala. To the wing right side. Here's Torres. Offensive rebound. Green passes to Spates. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Spates has got his first basket of the night. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Right outside. Joe Johnson on the wing. The 19-foot shot. Good. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
G. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Iguodala against Smith. To the left side wing. Right, left side. Smith gets it to go on the assist by White. Smith's got 5 points so far.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Here's Torres. Again, Golden State.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And Wright kicks to Love. Smith against Iguodala. Back to Love. From 12 feet out. Draymond Green pulls it in. The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Offensive rebound.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
The shot's good from Smith. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
Now here's Wright. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. G, no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Johnson attacking. Now the pass to Love. The shot is off. Great D that time from Green.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Cavaliers leading. Wright dishes to Johnson. Here's Love. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Here's Torres. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
So it's the Warriors now, following the score by Cleveland.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Oh, tough play. Boy, did he have to fight to get that one to the rim.
Iguodala kicks to G. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And that's 10 points for Freak.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor. Here for Cleveland. Love checked in for Thompson. Johnson comes in for Thomas. Smith checked in for Shumpert. And it's Wright in for Vasquez. Love and Varejao are up front. Wright is out there with J.R. Smith. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks put on a show. He finished with 63 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
Here's Wright, following the basket by Freak. Love. Great D that time from Torres.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Iguodala, that's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Love can't hit. Warriors have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. So they take the lead. 16 points for Freak.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Love. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Rockets in Houston. Smith with a wide open look. And another miss by Cleveland.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Here's Torres. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Smith for three. Shot's good. Smith's got 10 points in the game.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
White the pass to Johnson. Up against Iguodala. Johnson, a wide open look. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Torres. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And now it's up to 25 points for Freak. White dishes to Smith. And stolen by Barnes. And now Iguodala running the floor all by himself. And G with the stop.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
The Cavaliers trail by 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Gorgie Dames checked in for Verjao. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Johnson. And Shumpert in there for Smith. Spates checked in for Golden State. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Vasquez, he's checked in for Wright. Warriors leading by 10. Here's Torres. That's good. G's got 29 in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Down low and stolen by Spates. Constantine. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Constantine. Rebound by Dang. Jang's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Shumpert. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Shumpert's got his 1st basket of the night.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Here's G. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Fires from 14. Cannot hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Barnes kicks to G. Bangs home the trifecta. G's got 32 points.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Now here's Shumpert. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking.
That'll do it for the first half. The Warriors.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
Wow, really that many points? Yes, it is if you say so. I'm not really concerned with my points or how I'm hitting. Just start counting points now. The rest of the game, you're just going to get away from it. So.
Well done, Thunder.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball.
And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day.
Complete domination. What a game for G. He's got 32 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Barnes and Green of the forward set. Iguodala out there with G. And it's Spates in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Wright kicks to Smith. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And that one's good by G.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
The drive by Love. That's tipped. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Torres. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in Oakland.
And a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did. And they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
Johnson hits them both. Warriors leading by 12. Doubled by Smith. G kicks to Spates. Feeds to G. Takes a 3. Second shot opportunity. And Spates gets it to go. Spates has got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. Now Cleveland shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Love. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Torres. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 8th assist in the game. And Wright kicks to Johnson. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Jang. And Golden State also making a change. Serafin's checked in.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And G drops them both. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Johnson, the pass to Love. It's up a 3. Johnson's shot is off.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Wright with the double team. Green with a screen on Johnson. Dishes it to G. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. From deep, Iguodala. And the foul called on Kevin Serafin. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Wright dishes to Smith. He feeds it to Johnson. And Varejão kicks to Wright. Johnson outside. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Serafin. Warriors leading by 18. Here's Barnes. Rebound by Anderson Varejão. Varejão's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Johnson for 3. Another miss by Johnson.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Here's Torres. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. The Warriors, number 1.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Thomas comes in for Joe Johnson. Shumpert, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Vasquez in for Wright. There's the dish to Vasquez. And that's on the bottoms. Cleveland will retain possession. And you talk about huge single-game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one player, think of this, only one player in NBA history to go triple digits. And that's the Big Dipper, Wilt Chamberlain, on March 2nd, 1962.
Truly an iconic record. I mean, 100 points. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around. But Wilt was a man among boys, a player who changed the way an entire sport was played. Truly a revolutionary.
Lets the three fly. G, no good.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. White is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And it's G finishing it off.
Well, now they've lost the starch in their shirt, guys. They're demoralized. A careless play to turn it over and then slow to get back on defense. Lethargic.
It looks like their legs are gone at this point. I mean, I don't think a comeback bid is in the offing.
Love kicks to Wright. It's a pick by Love. Here's Thompson, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
How about that screen by Love? That was a wall.
With the Warriors leading by 14. Here's Torres. Sweet little floater. G's got 49 points in the game.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Iguodala against Johnson. Thompson sets the pick for Johnson. Misses the three.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all. I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
On the wing, Shumpert. This one for three. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. That's 10 points for Iman Shumpert.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
G, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And that one's good. Wow.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Fade away. No good off the front iron.
Well, he turned a high percentage shot into a low percentage shot by trying to go to the fadeaway.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Shumpert kicks to Wright. Love with the screen on Iguodala. Wright, the pass to Thompson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Freak.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Smith checked in for the Cavaliers. G, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Smith dishes to Wright. Back to Smith. Uncovered, and he gets it to go. Here's G. Pass to Green. Looking for G and gets it there. From 13 feet, it goes down. G's got 53.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them, we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our efforts. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, Doris.
They haven't had as much success in the paint here. Everything has been from the perimeter here in the second half. And that's not a winning strategy. They've got to get back to getting that ball inside. Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Johnson outside, launches it. That falls. Great assist by Love. Johnson's got it back down to within single digits for the Cavs. Golden State's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Got a piece of it and taken away by Johnson. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. Got a hand on it. Here's Iguodala. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Iguodala's got 6 in the quarter. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here's G, guarded by Wright. .125 left here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Johnson.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He's been turnover-free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Torres. And he gets the bucket. G's got 55. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. And Wright kicks to Love. From the arc. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now. Just 3 points with the basket from Smith.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Torres, and so he draws the foul on the shot. After the line to shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws. Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Freak, you're the guy. Some good screens, tight passes now. You need to get Freak a clean look. Execute, and let's put him away.
55 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Warriors.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
Absolutely. I mean, they had this date circled on the calendar for redemption. I mean, you never want to lose 2 games and be swept. And it can be harder in an East-West game than playing against teams in your own conference. So this is a big win for them.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for G. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy.
Yes, Kevin, here with Andre Iguodala. And what's the key for you guys to have games like you did tonight as you look to the upcoming games?
The key is just not let
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
He was completely on a different level tonight, and his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league, but he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart, you're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our featured matchup tonight out in New York, where the Knicks will be going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Looking at the Nets, they come into this game having won 3 straight, looking to make it 4. We'll see if they can get it done. Well, let's head up to Kenny.
From the Eastern Conference in this game as the New York Knicks play this one at home. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, Miles Plumlee knows it's really like the improvement he's made in practice from day 1 to now.
You know, that trade that you mentioned isn't making front-page news, but sometimes the best trades are the quiet ones. And I really believe this is going to pay dividends to this team in the future.
Yeah, you don't always have to make the huge splash to make the biggest impact. A lot of times when you can just fill voids and find the right role players, that can be equally as important.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Setting the 4 for the Nets. Torres, he's in at point guard. Portis is out there with Brook Lopez. And it's LeBron James. And it's Goodwin in at the shooting guard. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots from 14. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Now Goodwin. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Nets passing it around. And the shot no good, a bit short. For the New York Knicks, they've come in off the loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
The teardrop falls in. Goodwin's got his first bucket in this one.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And Mills gets to Morrison. Williams passes to Porzingis. The dish to Williams. Mills in the corner. 5 on the clock. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
You really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Passes to Torres. The shot is off. The Knicks go the other way with it. Williams dishes to Mills. Back to Williams. Lets a floater go.
Yeah, good job to take it right after him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting an easy bucket.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Here's Mills following the basket by Freak for 3. Porzingis can't hit.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Mills gets to Morrison. And the pass to Porzingis. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Brooklyn with the ball. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
Mills passes to Morrison. Mills dishes to Williams. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. He dinks the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Making two hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Knicks trail by 4. Here's Morrison. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. It's to Porzingis. Out left to the wing. Mill. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Mills has got 5. The Nets have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And then she with the jam.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us. New York trailing. They've got Shane Larkin. He's out there with the Flalo. Plumlee out there with Kent Bazemore. And it's Capella in at the 4. They're the group. New York will start the second one. Here's Larkin. Off target from outside.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Pass to Portis. G kicks to Levine. He feeds it to G. Lock at 6. Nets passing it around. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Now here's a Flalo. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Torres. Off target from outside. Knicks trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Morrison's checked in, and it's Williams in for Kent Bazemore. And the Nets also making a change. Goodwin's checked in. Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Plumlee and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Taking 2 shots.
That one misses. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Indiana Pacers.
How about the athleticism on display defensively in that win?
Yeah, it was reflected in their shot block total, Greg. I mean, they were very disruptive, which I think was a combination of hustle and muscle.
And he gets it to go. Plumlee's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
Here's Torres. It's rebounded by New York.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face. And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Knicks trail by 5. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Knocks it loose. Count that one.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Morrison. Good. A nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 4 assists now tonight.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on. Really an extraordinary game for G. He's got 16 points and also an assist.
Simply putting on a show.
Yeah, he simply decided that he's going to do it all by himself. I know it's a team game, but every now and then, a guy like him can do it solo.
The Knicks making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in, and a new group in for the Nets. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Lopez. Splitter comes in for Portis. Derek Williams is checked in for LeBron. Darren Williams is subbed in for Goodwin. Here's G, following the score by New York. And there's Pekovic. That one's good on the assist by G. And the Nets lead by 3. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers was just a man on a mission. He finished with 45 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
The last few weeks have shown these guys that being patient with your passing can earn you some easy looks in basketball. Excellent teamwork. The more you do it, the more you're rewarded, and it becomes contagious.
For the Knicks, Capella's checked in, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Williams. Pass to Porzingis. Some nice passing by New York now.
This is why the breakaway rim was invented. Plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Ahead, here's Morrison, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Nice work inside. They recognized the mismatch and made them pay.
The Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Splitter sets a screen. Nobody near Williams. And he's good on the 3-ball. Williams has got 5 now.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
35 seconds left in the first half. Dishes it to Capella. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Pekovic. Nets leading by 4. Williams passes to Williams. And it's good. Williams has got his first points in this one.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Bazemore misses. Here's Torres. And the Nets, another 3.
Well, that's a great pass by Darren Williams.
And the first half is now in the books.
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Paul Westphal. Torres. He's in at the point. Brook Lopez is out there with Portis. Then it's Archie Goodwin. And it's LeBron at the 3 spot. Goes back up. And that's good for 2. And the Nets lead by 8.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. They set the pick. He kicks it to Plumlee. Here's Porzingis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the strike.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's G. 25 points in the game. To the middle. It's picked off. And Mills with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Mills has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
That's tipped. In transition, here come the Nets. Goodwin's got the ball.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Porzingis can't hit.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Here's Mills, following the basket by LeBron James. Williams gets to Morrison. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for New York. Zach LaVine's checked in for the Nets. Nets leading by teams deciding to change it up. 27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Kicks it to Larkin. Wants to get it to Aflalo and does. Using his post move to get the 2 points. There's 18 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Goodwin dishes to G. Morrison pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
And as we end the 3rd. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Brooklyn's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Kent Bazemore is out there with Shane Larkin. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Morrison in at the power forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Right at the free throw line, Aaron Aflalo again.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And that one's good by G.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Capella.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely. The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that. It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing.
G kicks to Goodwin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Kept alive. Portis can't get it to go.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I
think. A different look for New York. Miles Plumlee comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Mills in for Shane Larkin. Then for the Nets, Lopez comes in for Nikola Pekovic. And James subbed in for Archie Goodwin. And yes, sir, that one drops.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Here's a follow, and it's sent back by Lopez. The feed to Mills. Plumlee, the pass to Morrison, and a follow wide open. He shoots. Good on the triple. Aflalo's got 5 points in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Fires the three, and again, New York with the triple.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Lopez kicks to Levine. Here's Torres. They get it back. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. So New York with a change here, too. Capella's checked in, and then for Brooklyn, Goodwin's checked in for Williams. And G's subbed in for Levine. For the three. Porzingis can't hit. Nets leading by 14. Feeds to Goodwin. 1:12 left in the game. LeBron outside. Shot clock at 5. Good. G's got 38 points.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
You know, no matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means so much.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for G. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Brooklyn with the ball, following the score by New York. Williams, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here, for sure.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
Here's Larkin. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how they...
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. You know, this whole season, you know, I got...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
He was an offensive dynamo for them tonight. The way it was going, you could see sky was the limit for him in terms of scoring. And he didn't stop, at least until he was going to get 40.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
You guys have a real streak going now. Can you keep it up?
You better believe we could keep it up. Ain't nobody can play with us right now. We men out here, and the rest of the league is just little boys. So, next question.
It was a great win for the team tonight. What can you take out of such a positive overall performance?
I knew the team was capable of a performance like this. I was feeling it tonight even before the game, telling guys in the locker room that this game was ours. Now I just got to keep them hungry. Not let them forget how dominant we can be. Huge win tonight. Huge win.
With just having joined this team, are you having any trouble developing chemistry with your new teammates?
No. I won't say that at all. It takes time to adjust to a new team, and that's no different here. I've already gotten to know a lot of these guys pretty well, and I feel like it's going to be a great fit for me. So I hope that answers you guys' question.
There is nothing like it anywhere, and I mean anywhere else in the world. Here we go with Damian Lillard. He'll have 60 seconds to get off 25 shots from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and with each make counting as with.
So he's got 19 points. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
Well, he did, especially considering the fact that he came out of the gates pretty slowly. But when things kicked into gear for him, guys, he really got hot.
So it's James Harden ready to go.
Your memory has to be very short in this format, like less than a second. You have to put every miss right behind you and forget about it.
Yeah, because one miss can easily turn into 2 and then 3.
He completes the round with 13 points. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
Kevin, I think he'd be real pleased with that score. I mean, it can always be a little bit higher, but that was plenty good.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He's probably happy with it, not ecstatic, but, he did his job and put up a pretty good number.
So it'll be Brad Beal here.
Well, Brad Beal, renowned in high school for his outside shooting. He was solid during it.
18 points for him when all is said and done. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
Yep, he did exactly what he needed to. If he had a target number in mind, I think he passed it.
I would think so. Man, I'm sure he's more than happy with that score.
So it'll be Chris Paul here.
One way to ensure success is
he finishes the round with 17 points. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him. I mean, what do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, solid shooting. He looked very confident. It never became one of those lights-out rounds that it could have been. But all in all, I think he's got to be pretty well.
17 or higher would keep him in contention. And he knows he can get this well within his abilities.
Good rack.
He's all the way up there at 23 points. What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
Well, you'd have to put his performance right there alongside the best there have ever been in the three-point contest.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, very rarely does a shooter ever get on that kind of a roll, Clark.
And here we go with Freak. He knows exactly what score will get him into the next round. A score of 18 or higher is what he needs. He'll have to bring it. He needs a good round.
Yep.
6.
Boy, he's in a good rhythm right now.
7 straight. He's stringing them together. Good rack right there. 4 points total. 9 points. He needs 8 points more to move on. 11 points. All right. And he buries his 5th in a row.
He needs 3 more points.
That's 16.
There we go.
That ties him up for 3rd here. Can't get the money ball.
And that'll get him into a 2nd place tie.
21. That's 4 in a row now. He holds a big number. 24 points. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
I think things are so much easier when a shooter gets off to a good start, and he certainly did that.
Geez, here we go with Damian Lillard. He's got to go first here in the finals because he had the lowest score to qualify. But he made it in. That's the important. $17 points to tie it up. 18. He finishes the round with 17 points. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
There were a few ups and downs, but overall, it turned out to be a fairly decent round.
Yeah, I'd give him kind of a B+ for that one. You hope for more, but it probably lived up to a reasonable expectation for him.
And here we go with Freak. We've reached the climax. He's got one last shot to go home with the trophy.
And over his career, just a superb long-range marksman. 17, the score to beat. Can he take the win? We'll see.
He's got 5. 6.
Ooh, he is feeling it.
8 more points for him to tie it up. He's got 10. 8 more points for the win. 11 points. Just 2 points there. He won't be happy with that. 12 for 5 more points needed for the win. He's at 14. 5 big points on that rack alone. Now it was 17. Hits for the win.
And a little victory lap through his final shots.
A chance to tack on a few points for posterity.
He racks up 20 points in the round. Boy, he looked great out there, didn't he?
Yeah, he was really flowing at that point after he went 5 for 5 on that second rack.
And we have reached the conclusion of the Foot Locker three-point contest, and what an event it has been. Our extremely gifted winner, G.
Now, how much fun was that? That could be the highlight of this year's All-Star festivities, guys.
Well, for me, Clark, the three-point contest usually is. I was just happy to have a ringside seat for it.
And the drama, the excitement, this year's three-point contest. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harden.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. You have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the West All-Stars, Harden out there with Chris Paul. And it's Durant, then there's Griffin, and it's Gasol. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events.
And Greg, it's like that every what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
G, no good.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And Kevin Durant with the
Star Game D. They typically clamp it down in the second.
Kicks to G. Good, and the assist goes to James. That's 7 points for Freak.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Now here's Paul. Durant, no good.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And Paul over to help. G kicks to Anthony. Here's Wall. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on B because that clearly was a breakdown.
Harden outside. Durant just inside the line. Again, Durant missing.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. So it'll be Marc Gasol shooting. That one on George. West All-Stars shooting their first foul of the night. That one misses for Gasol. And here's the East. It's a 5-point game. That one goes. Covered.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And here's Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
I asked him about how he was going to get the All-Stars comfortable playing with each other, and he said, we're just going to keep our sets very simple and let them go out and make plays. I took one look at the roster and knew all I had to do was get out of the way, and we'd have success. Should be fun to watch, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And here is Paul, following the three-pointer by John Wall. Paul goes in, kicks it out to Harden. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
The East making a switch. Drummond's checked in. Wall passes to Torres. And Gasol comes to help. No one near Wall as he lets it go. That three off the mark. And the West All-Stars have possession. Trailing by 10. Durant kicks to Harden. Outside Gasol. Pass to Durant. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Anthony.
It's a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
And Key with the stop.
It's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
During that last...
And you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Torres in a two-back. Anthony is out there with LeBron James, and it's Wall, and it's George in at the three. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. Now here's Paul. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul, unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. It's Durant on the wing from outside the arc, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists tonight. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Well, he's certainly seeing his share of the ball tonight.
I would say maybe more than his fair share. I mean, he's not going to make too many friends out there if he's not willing to spread that sugar a little bit.
And the rejection by Torres. And it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. James Harden, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Paul dishes to Griffin. And Harden now, top of the key, finds himself wide open and drills it. Harden's got his first bucket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Durant, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now here's Paul, following the shot by Kevin Durant. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. Durant's gotten 5 of his 11 shots to go here. Here's Torres, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Ball outside. Durant up top. The 19-foot shot. No good. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Here's G, defended by Durant. A nice shot by LeBron.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Harden with it. Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest. The coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Here is Wall. James Harden picking up that last basket. And G with the stop.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Now here's Durant. 12 points for him. Over in the corner, Lillard. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Lillard's got himself a
three-point shot is a way to get some extra offense and really continue to fortify their momentum.
Durant kicks to Harden. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. New players in now for the East. And we finish one. And we return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
On the court for the West All-Stars, we've got Harden. Durant is out there with Griffin, and it's Marc Gasol. And it's Paul in at the shooting guard position.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Here's Griffin, following the basket by John Wall. Shoots the 3, and he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Torres. G's got 22.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
Here's G. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And it's G finishing it off.
A little bit of showmanship there as he increases.
Got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Now here's Durant. 14 points for him. And the wide-open shot from Paul. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Anthony's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Torres. It's good from long range. G's got 27.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight. And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get, but again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it. And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
And the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them. Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about, guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel.
The West making some changes. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Gasol. Russell comes in for Chris Paul. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. Now here's Westbrook looking for his first basket still in this one. Hayward goes in. That's good.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Wall passes to Torres. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 5 assists tonight.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And some changes here for the East. Okafor's checked in, and it's Butler in for LeBron. Jordan, he's checked in for the West. Aldridge comes in for Kevin Durant. Here's Aldridge, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Rose kicks to Butler. There's the double team with Westbrook. The offensive rebound, Okafor. And we're two-handed jam.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Ooh, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Now here's Hayward. 8 points for him. He took good advantage of that screen. Russell's got 5 points so far.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job. Particular play.
And that one's good by G.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Outside Westbrook. To the inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Now here's Rose. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Westbrook dishes to Hayward. Outside Jordan. At the top of the key, Westbrook. And the rejection by Torres. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He feeds it to Rose. And stolen by Hayward. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The lead is... So the West ends up going with the new group.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Torres in at shooting guard. LeBron James is out there with Anthony. Then it's Paul George, and it's Wall in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. George. Noah. Nice D from Durant. And it's the West All-Stars ball. It's an 18-point game. Paul, a good look, and Harden. And that's 12 points for James Harden.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
Scooped up. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the East All-Stars.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Paul, right side, back to Harden. And a miss there on the triple. Here are the East All-Stars. Here's Torres. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. G's got 41.
These guys putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Paul kicks to Durant. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They're trying to work it inside here. And they've had a little bit of success as they try to cut into that deficit. And getting it inside is one way to try to chip away at it.
Outside, Wall. Here's Torres. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's West now. Paul passes to Harden. And it's off from 3-point range. Harden's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. And that one's good by G.
What a top-notch game he's had. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Pass to Gasol. Takes it off the glass.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden. And look at that jam. Beautiful.
We see some high-flying efforts tonight, or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
And it's good. G's got 49 points in the game.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from 3-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Paul Westphal address his team. Offensively, he wants them to work the ball around. He stressed the need to find good shots, not quick shots. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now here's Paul. In the corner, Harden. And it's the East with the rebound.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Torres, Honey from the wing. G's got 53.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
From deep Harden, the wide open look for Durant. And he can't stop the run as he misses. James with it, and it's Harden picking him up. LeBron dishes to G. No good on the three. Now Durant. That's a 2 from Paul. Second shot opportunity. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And Paul over to help. Passes it to Wall. Here's Torres. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. G's got 55.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Harden. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
To the right side. Here's Torres. Good. G's got 57 points.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow. I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those really every time.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. The feed now to Hayward. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound. And doesn't take any chances there with the put.
And G.A. strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in the All-Star Game action now in the books. So let's take a look back at some of the footage from our All-Star Game MVP. Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
He was completely on a different level tonight, and his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league, but he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
Can you say freak-alicious? Watching this guy all season, I think most of us were expecting him to go off. He did not disappoint. It's a tremendous honor to be named MVP of the All-Star Game. Big-time career underway for this young man.
And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent on display tonight. For Shaquille O'Neal and for Kenny the Jet Smith and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again to start up the NBA's second half of the season.